Welcome to Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Dust off your radios and step back in time. Tonight, the heroes, villains, and thrilling stories of radio's golden age come alive just for you. Step back to 1947 as Guest Star Radio brings you top stars from stage and screen, live in the studio. Each week featured a different celebrity, sharing music, comedy, and charm. Sit back and enjoy.
Have you invested in United States savings bonds this week?
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Kenny Delmar, introducing Guest Star, one of a series of programs produced and transcribed in New York and presented by this station and United States Savings Bonds as a public service. Our guest star for this program is Phil Baker, famous stage comedian and radio quizmaster. Here's music by the Savings Bonders and the Savings Bonds Orchestra under the direction of Dennis Agay. They'd like you to meet a little gal called Rosalie.
Won't you make my life thrilling and tell me you're willing to be mine, Rosalie mine?
When night wasn't far and a man wooed a maid, beneath a sacred bough he sang a serenade.
I suppose it's late, heaven knows. It blows and it goes, but anyway, here goes. Hurrah, oh, Lara, study I am in love. Oh, I'm so much in love. Oh, Rosalie, have mercy. Rosalie, don't decline. Won't you make my life thrilling and tell me you're willing to be mine? Rosalie, mine.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the man who made the $64 question famous, Phil Baker.
Hello, Kenny.
Hello, Phil. How'd you like that build-up?
Yes.
It's nice to have you with us, Phil.
Nice to be here, Kenny. And now what can I do for you? I've already bought my saving bonds this week.
Well, Phil, I know that many people who heard your show week after week must often wonder what it's like to be a quizmaster. You know, you must ask hundreds of questions. How do you acquire all that information?
School, training, study, and having the cards with the answers in front of me.
Oh, I see.
And it isn't worth all that.
And each Sunday finds you hard at work with your contestants, huh?
It's not work. Sunday is my day of rest.
How do you mean?
Well, that's the one day of the week I ask the questions. The rest of the week I have to answer my wife's.
Well, I thought that you took a busman's holiday and went on other quiz shows. You know, you could sure win a lot of money in prizes.
That's true, Kenny. You can win pencils, stoves, vacuum cleaners, clothes, furniture, automobiles, plumbing supplies. A friend of mine who was unemployed did it a few years ago. He's done pretty well with the stuff he collected.
Yeah, what's your friend's name?
Gimbal.
You mean that he was able to open a big department store with the things he wanted, quiz shows?
And he brought along a friend to help him carry the stuff home. This friend kept a few things and opened a place across the street. Macy's. Those quiz shows certainly pay off, Kenny. Everything going out, nothing coming in. Doesn't seem quite fair somehow.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
It's pretty one-sided. I thought of an idea for a new type of quiz show, but I suppose it's too novel for radio.
Oh, not for this program, Phil. We welcome novelty. Now, what's this new quiz show like?
I'll show you, Kenny. You make with the commercials.
Commercials?
Certainly. You wouldn't want us to go on sustaining.
Oh, okay, here goes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We now bring you Let's Have It, sponsored by Scriba's Sandy Soap. The soap that peels the hide off you each morning and start you off with a new layer of skin. Just hear what Miss Alma Backsweep has to say about Scriba's Sandy Soap.
Before I began using Scribas, I was the most unpopular girl in Cleveland. Now I am no longer the most unpopular girl in Cleveland. I have moved to Toledo.
And now hear what Moe's Side Saddle has to say.
I first used Scribas Sandy Soap 20 years ago. And by George, I'm going to use it again one of these days.
Yes, indeed, that's what people think of Scriba's Sandy Soap. Send us a stamped, self-addressed envelope, and we'll tell you what we think of the people who use Scriba's Sandy Soap. And now, let's have it with Phil Baker.
All right, here's our first contestant. What's your name, please?
Kenny,
Yes?
Kenny, I
Yes?
can't think of my last name.
Never mind, we'll get it off your bank book.
Funny,
Now,
I got it. Gee, I got it right on the tip of my tongue.
why don't you spit it out? Now, look, let's get going. We're wasting time. Where are you from, Kenny?
Boston.
Then what are you doing in New York? Don't you know it's crowded? You don't see me hanging around Boston, do you? Complicating the traffic problem?
Well, you see, my wife and I have been married for 25 years, and...
Oh, well, then it's time you got away from her for a while. Now, Kenny, you're familiar with the program, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I listen to it every Thursday night.
And you must have very poor reception. We broadcast it on Sunday night.
Oh. Yeah, well,
Sunday, that's what you mean, isn't it?
yeah, I meant, see, my family and I on Thursday, we always listen to it.
Really, my dear fellow, we haven't time to discuss your sordid family affairs. Since you're familiar with the program, let's get started. Your first question. What was the population of Bridgeport, Connecticut in 1940?
Would you repeat that, please?
Certainly not. We haven't got all night here, you know.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't hear the question.
Take a guess.
Would that be, Robert Louis Stevenson?
The answer is 147,121. But you were close. Do you have a refrigerator, Kenny?
Yes, I have.
Our truck will stop by in the morning to pick it up. It is now the property of George Scriba, manufacturer of Scriba Sandy Soap. Ladies, you don't need a washing machine when you use Scribas. Just throw a cake into your wash tub. Its dynamic action will whisk the clothes about until every particle of dirt is removed. Then we'll automatically rinse them, wring them out, and hang them on the line. And now, Kenny, your next question. What was the Parmesan portus of the bipartisan tribal tram box? No coaching, please.
Well, let's see now. We had that in school, hey. Just a minute. Was it 147,121?
No. By a curious coincidence, it was Robert Louis Stevenson. Now, Kenny, you owe George Scriba a complete wardrobe, a 2 weeks vacation in the Canadian Rockies, a gas range, a mink coat, a diamond ring, and cash. The amount we find entered in your bank book, which you checked at the door. It's certainly been nice to have you with us.
Mr. Baker, I'd like to...
You've had your turn, Kenny. Now give someone else a chance. Ladies, you can do without mink coats and diamond rings, but you can't do without Scriba's Sandy Soap. When you spell Scriba's backwards, you're just making a fool of yourself. So why not begin today? Rush out now to your...
Mr. Baker,
Now what is it, Kenny?
Well, I just thought of my last name.
Yes, what is it?
Selma.
Excellent. That's worth $4, and here you are. Aren't you lucky? That $4 will get you back to Boston.
Thank you, Phil Baker. I don't really think we'll ever hear that type of quiz program on the air, but it was an entertaining thought. And now, the Savings Bonders and the Savings Bonds Orchestra in the Song of the Open Road.
What in the world could be so sweet as the thundering clamor of horses to the song of the open road? Let me live and never worry about tomorrow. Why ever worry about tomorrow? For tomorrow's another day. About tomorrow, I ever worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow's another day. Let me love and fly away, like the storm they say, and maybe for me, so let me be free. I'm on the road to anywhere, let me travel on. With no more load and no more care, just like a vagabond. I'll let the blue sky above me cover my head. Why should I want a feather bed?
Kenny, we've had a lot of fun with phony questions and phony answers. But now I'd like to ask you a couple of honest-to-goodness $64 questions about an important subject. Savings bonds.
Well, go ahead, Phil. That's my favorite topic.
Well, first, Kenny, why should people buy United States savings bonds?
Well, that's an easy one, Phil. First of all, United States savings bonds return $4 for every $3 invested in just 10 years. Secondly, there's no safer investment than U.S. savings bonds. And thirdly, it's the easiest, most convenient way to save money.
Easy, Kenny?
Yeah, of course, Phil. Now, with the payroll savings plan, where you work, you can put a certain amount away each week with no bother at all. And, you know, that's one investment that's guaranteed by the government.
Those are the right answers, Kenny. Friends, buy bonds to provide future security and happiness for you and your family. They're your investment in America.
This is your host, Kenny Delmar, signing off for Guest Star, one of a series of programs presented by this station and United States Savings Bonds as a public service. Guest Star is produced and transcribed in New York. I'd like to thank Phil Baker for being with us. And till next we meet, here's a question to remember.
Have you invested in United States savings bonds this week?
They're a good buy.
Goodbye, that is.
Well, folks, the clock is running out on another episode here at Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Before we fade to black, remember, Randy spends hours each day scrubbing away the static and polishing every episode to ensure these treasures sound close to what they did decades ago. But it's not always easy or possible. Trying is time-consuming. If you appreciate this channel and the work being done, consider tossing a few coins in the hat via the links below or that QR code on your screen. Your support is the fuel that keeps these reels spinning. Thanks for stopping by. Keep the dial tuned to the past. Until next time.